I can go to. Oh, there's no sound. Sorry, I did that.
The door was securely locked.
Yeah, he left. He left because I told him something in the newspaper. Remember the guy? The name in the newspaper that we found? Apparently it's a name of a horse that's winning or something. So that's why he left. Oh, I can't go there. Okay, we'll just go here. Can I take anything? I'll talk to him.
Sergeant Moo?
Ah, Monsieur Stobart,
Monsieur
n'est-ce pas?
Stobart.
That's correct. You remember me.
The retention of such data is part of my duty as a gendarme. That is how crime is fought, through attention to detail, not intuition.
Yes, sure.
My sword is not broken. What are we talking
What
about?
is Rosso doing with that girl?
He is giving her the once-over, as you Americans say. Once he gets his teeth into a case, nothing will shake him off.
I was one of the last people to see the victim alive, Sergeant.
Does that worry you?
Yes, it does. I feel I owe it to him to find his killer.
That is best left to the authorities, monsieur. Did he speak to you? Tell you anything?
No, he just grinned and nodded.
Don't let it trouble you, monsieur. Go home and try to forget.
He grinned and nodded at me. I need to save his mystery. Soul. Not save. Soul. Wait, I can talk about these things? What's that?
Look, Sergeant, the inspector gave me his card.
Oh.
Yes, monsieur. He wants you to advise him if you have any information concerning this case.
Well, I'd be glad to talk with him, but I don't want him working his psycho weirdness on me.
Ah, no, monsieur. You are confusing the science of parapsychology with witchcraft.
Oh, yeah? What's the difference?
We don't do sacrifices.
Okay.
See you later, Sergeant.
See you later, Sergeant. I can't go anywhere, so it looks like I have to be here.
I considered straightening the table, but...
Wait, what? Oh,
I examined the jagged glass remaining in the window. It was broken, all right.
I still have my... I can only talk to him.
Excuse me, Sergeant.
What do you
suppose this tool is used for, Sergeant Moo?
It looks like something
KK
an
Joshua.
obstetrician would use, monsieur.
I don't think so. I found it in that workman's toolbox.
Found it? I hope you did not steal it, monsieur.
Do I look like a common thief? He asked me to look after his hole and his belongings.
He
You
asked me to look
certainly
after
know how
his
to
hole.
enjoy your vacation to the fullest, monsieur.
Okay. Oh, we still have conversation.
I know the identity of the dead guy. His name was
What?
Plantow.
Is that so?
Plantow.
You knew him, did you?
No, but
We'll know everything there is to know about him soon enough.
I'm trying to be helpful here.
The best way you can help us is to go home, monsieur.
Rude. Now, I cannot talk
See you later, Sergeant.
to him anymore. I can go there. I can see that. But then, I tried calling. Didn't do anything. Pew pew.
Hello, Nico Coulard.
Nico Cola.
George.
Oh, hi.
Well, I haven't had a lot of luck.
Yeah, I did
You
this
found
already.
nothing.
No.
Look, I'm very busy right now. Call me if you have any news, okay?
So
Oh,
if I have something
yeah,
for him,
I
for
guess.
her, she'll
Adieu,
be not
monsieur.
busy.
See you.
Sure.
Set into the huge gate was a smaller access door.
What can I use with the tools? I cannot go out of here. Bean, bean. What else? Can I go there? Oh, dude. Is that the one that you're talking about? I thought the alley you
fled
meant
into
was...
this alley, but there was no sign of him now. I was intrigued by Nico and what she could tell me about the explosion.
Beep, beep. Ah, that's where the thing's meant to go. Okay, let's see if we can pick up some trash. Thank you.
It smelled like someone had dumped a truckload of fish in a locker room on a hot summer afternoon.
You can't help it, can ya? You're giving answers away.
I lifted the cover
Can I,
to
like-
reveal what smelled like the entrance to a sewer.
So annoyed by the fringe. Trying not to, you're totally giving it away. It's alright. Oh! Yeah. Even if you played like 5 times, they still scare. It still scare.
There was nothing of interest.
Kick it again.
There was nothing of interest.
Again.
There was nothing of interest.
That was fun, wasn't it? No, Sig. It's like, what game is this? Like, oh, okay, Shadow of the Templar. Walk through. Enter. Ooh. Like, my screen's really tiny. My game screen is really tiny.
As I picked up the plastic ball, I realized it was intended to be worn. It was the clown's red nose.
Means he came here. We found him. Huh? Where can I go? Oh, I can't go there.
I scooped up the sodden tissue. It was cold and greasy, like breakfast leftovers.
Yeah. Oh, wait, come back. I see this.
I took hold of the scrap of material and unsnagged it from the spike.
As if this clown would leave so many of his... Oh.
Hi there.
Hold it right there, you were
It gave me goosebumps.
I knew you'd come back. And now I've got you.
What are you talking about?
You're trespassing. Come out of there, immediately.
Am
That's
I
what
the...
I'm trying to do.
What if
Give
I
me your
want a
hand.
hotel room, huh?
Ha! You won't catch me with tricks like that.
Such helpful.
Keep your distance, monsieur.
Concierge.
Okay.
Now, what were you looking for?
I want to speak to your manager. Have you seen a clown? Well, he took off his makeup and everything. He's not gonna look like... Who's this?
Terrorists. The meanest, nastiest, dirtiest bunch of guys you ever saw.
Uh-huh. Englishmen without a doubt. The filthy dogs. The
That
day
can't
they
be allowed
opened that
these
tunnel
days.
was a bad day for France, I tell you. If I still had the full use of my faculties, I'd march right over there and tell them so.
Well, whoever they are, they blew up the cafe.
What? The cafe? Blown up? Mon Dieu! That is awful.
The guy who did it was a calculating, cold-blooded killer. He was disguised as a clown. I followed him into the sewer, and I think he came this way.
Ah, mon Dieu! Then, the man I chased. Do you think
Sacre
that man and the clown are one and the same?
Well,
dun.
yes, it had crossed my mind.
Ah, that still does not explain what you are doing down the sewer. For all I know, you are in league with him.
Oh no, I'm just a tourist.
Most tourists are content with the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre, or the Pigalle. I didn't realize my waste pipes were such an attraction.
You don't know me. He doesn't look...
Tell me about the man you apprehended.
What is there to tell? He was a typical criminal type, just like you.
Do you know the waitress at the cafe?
Oh, she isn't hurt, is she?
No, she's fine.
Oh, Thank heavens. A poor girl like her isn't safe with the likes of you roaming the streets.
Can't you understand? I'm not a gangster. I'm an American tourist.
Ah, that's what you say.
That's what a gangster would say.
Does the name Plantar mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't. Who is he?
The man who was killed in the cafe. I'm gonna find the guy responsible. I'll find him. Even if it means
Following him down every sewer in the
every
city,
in
every
Europe.
city of Europe.
Bravo! Huh?
He said
you
off.
need some sensible
Not in.
boots. You won't get far in those stupid sneakers.
Oh, oh,
Do
oh.
you recognize this material?
I am not telling you anything.
What is wrong with you?
Was the guy you saw carrying a briefcase?
Why, I didn't notice. Now are you going to leave? Or do I have to call the police?
No, the guy who is in the construction, he didn't seem to care. Magilla! Thank you. Hi, Magilla. Why
What
would I
does this
show him
tissue mean to
tissue
you?
for?
Nothing, monsieur. It's disgusting. What on earth possessed you to show it to me? Someone has
Possess you
emptied
to
their
show it
nostrils
to
into
me.
it.
Why is my chatbot not working? Doesn't matter.
This is what I used to open the manhole cover.
Just as I thought.
I'm good.
You
Magilla.
were up to no good down those sewers.
Love
Watch.
you, love you.
One slip and I would have been up to my neck. Perhaps you'd like to take a look at my card?
It's not your card.
What is
Justice?
this? Inspector Augustin Rousseau?
That's not
What
very
does it say?
American.
Hominoid Division?
A homicide. I think the ink's smudged.
Then you are not a tourist.
Okay, I'm not. I lied to you.
Oh my
and I'm sorry.
god.
Don't apologize, monsieur. You know, I had a feeling there was something different about
I
you.
totally.
It is your posture, your poise. Oh, yes. There is no mistaking the bearing of a disciplined man. And I should know. I was in the army, you know. When I was your age, I was fighting for my life in the African desert. How can I help you, Inspector?
Does this piece of material mean anything to you?
Ah, that is the same cloth as the jacket I found. I'd recognize that pattern anywhere.
Take a look at this false nose.
Aha! That looks like a clown's nose to me.
Precisely. He must have dropped it in his panic.
Unless he wanted you to find it.
Why would he want to do that?
Yeah, why would he want to
Put
do
you
that?
off the scent.
Hominoid division. Okay.
Now, about the jacket you found. Do you have it here?
No, monsieur. One of the sleeves was badly torn, so I sent it for repair. A pity, because otherwise it was a fine piece of quality tailoring. It had the tailor's name inside on the label.
What is the
Where did
name?
you send the jacket?
I gave it to an itinerant Romani seamstress.
Just my luck. Was there anything in the jacket pockets?
Not a sou. You know what I think?
Do tell me.
He changed out of the clown suit and cunningly disguised himself as an ordinary person.
Looks like I'm up against a mastermind. What was the name on the label?
Ah, it was a foreign name. Todrick, I think.
Did you get the address?
There wasn't one, monsieur. Only a telephone number.
Well, I don't expect you to remember a phone number you've only seen once.
74 98 08 59.
You're kidding. That's his phone number?
Yes, that's it. A little trick with numbers that I learned in the desert.
Dun, dun,
I was
dun.
taught the technique by a Tuareg shaman.
That's incredible.
Isn't Tuareg a
It
car?
comes in handy at the supermarket checkout. Do I get a reward?
Honesty, monsieur, is its own reward.
Then I'm glad I do not rely on honesty to pay the bills.
I'll have to think.
Tell me about the man you apprehended.
He was a mean one, monsieur. He grabbed me in an armlock. His face suddenly next to mine. His grip was like iron. But he did not know what he was up against. Oh no! He made a big mistake when he took on one of the desert hyenas.
Yes, I get the picture. Was the guy you saw carrying a briefcase?
Why, yes, he was. Clutched in his arms like a baby.
That belonged
Like
to
a
his
baby.
victim.
Oh, what do you think was in it?
Oh.
Drugs, stolen jewels.
I don't know. But the killer thought it was worth a man's life.
Nothing is worth that, monsieur.
Good voice acting.
Do you know the waitress at the cafe?
Like a baby.
You can't suspect her, surely.
Just answer the question, please.
Yes, I know her. Quite well, you could say. She came to work at the cafe 6, 7 months ago. I look forward all week to the relief she gives me when she visits.
Really? So
What
you'd miss her if she
relief
wasn't there?
when she
Mais
visits.
oui. Who else would I find to cut my toenails?
Does the name Plantar mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't.
I have to be going. Thanks to your help, the citizens of Paris
I
can
look
sleep a
forward
little easier tonight.
to
Raymond,
the
I
relief
was only doing my
every
duty,
time
monsieur.
she visits.
Good luck, Inspector. I hope you catch that killer soon.
Danke. Where am I going? Wait, what?
So the clown had escaped into the sewer, come up into the courtyard, and then slipped back into the street here. It wasn't much, but it was more than the cops had got.
Wait, so he saw everything. I'm gonna call her Nicolade. Oh, who's this? Who's this?
Hello? Who is this?
Hi, my
the
name's George
dry
Stobart.
clean.
You don't know me.
Correct, Mr. Stobart. I don't. What can I do for you?
Well, I'm trying to trace one of your customers. Could I maybe come over and talk to you?
Nope.
No.
No.
That's not possible.
Oh, okay. Forget it. Listen, all I want is a name.
What are you talking about? Who are you working for?
I guess you might say I'm acting in the interests of truth and justice.
Ah, thank God. I thought you were the police.
There are
Oh.
innocent lives at stake, Mr. Todrick. Lives that you could save.
You're collecting for charity, yes?
No, I'm not. All I want from you is information.
Go on. I'm listening.
Clown.
What do you know about the clown who bombed the Café de la Chandelle Verte?
I don't have no idea what you're talking about.
You're cool, Todrick. But I think you know more than you're saying.
I don't know who you be, but sure I am you don't know what you're talking about.
Oh,
What?
this is ridiculous. Quit playing games with me, Todrick.
I tell you, I know nothing about no
Todrick.
clown.
With my heart, Todrick.
Do you know a guy called Plantar?
No, I never heard of him.
Shall I tell you what happened to Plantar? How he was killed in cold blood?
I told you, I never heard of Plantar.
What about Planta, that margarine?
I expect Plantar's a family man. Don't you? In their little apartment, Madame Plantar is cooking the supper, listening for the familiar sound of her husband's key in the door. Junior is waiting for his daddy to come home from work. He can't wait to show him the merit marks he earned in school today. Only tonight, Monsieur Plantar won't be coming home.
You forgot the puppy.
Huh?
The faithful puppy dog, waiting for the sound of his master's voice.
Well, maybe they don't have a dog. What do you think?
I don't know, Plantar. I never heard of Plantar. None of this has anything to do with me.
He knew about the dog. Wait, what? Oh.
Thanks for nothing, Todrick.
Okay. Should I call him again?
Hello, Nico Collard.
Hello? It's George.
Ah, oui.
Oh, wait.
You said to call if I could help.
Have you any news for me?
You bet. I met a witness who spoke to the clown. And I know where the killer gets his suits.
No kidding. Hey, I'm impressed.
You are? Well, It wasn't easy.
Let's go for coffee.
Look, why
Oh,
don't you
okay.
come here to my apartment later
That's
this
even better.
afternoon?
Fine. Where do you live?
Where do you live?
361 Rue Jarry.
Okay, I'll come over.
Ding dong.
I was used to working alone, but I had to admit it felt good with Georgia in the
Ow.
case too. But there were some things I was going to have to do alone, and
It's like
fast.
he's right outside.
I needed
Ding
the
dong.
answers to some questions. Who was the costume killer? And why did he murder Carchon? Why did Carchon ask for me to interview him? How did he know my father?
Father.
And why was my editor so scared? There was some kind of secret war going on out there. But who was on which side? One thing I did know. I wasn't going to get the answers sitting at my desk.
But he is coming. Remember that room with the slot? I still didn't find out what's in that thing that needs something in that slot. What's this? Oh, have a seat. What? Is she drawing the table? I'm so confused. Okay, yeah, like she just invites him to the house.
It was a photograph of my father, the first one I ever took,
He looks like
with the
Superman.
first camera he ever bought me.
Let's set up the music for the guy who's coming.
You have no messages.
What was that voice? You have no messages.
I'm not giving up. No, I'm not giving up.
I'm not giving up.
The
Oh,
box was
yeah.
carved by my father. It never had a key. The elephant on the lid was a perfect match to Carchon's.
I think the music's a bit loud, but that's okay.
I know sometimes you feel like letting go, but I won't ever let that happen. No, 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 no.
Oh, what? Where's my music?
My first teddy. Never had a boyfriend as loyal as him.
That's sad. Where's my music? Wait. Okay. Hey, that's my... It's not even one song. Well, half song. Oh my god, my friend. She's knitting.
Mademoiselle
Winamp.
Collard.
Oh, hello there. Don't tell me. I'm going to meet a tall, dark man.
No, I don't think so. Why would you say that?
Oh, just a wild guess.
Anyway, your cousin's female and very pretty.
What?
Your cousin from Marseille. How could you forget her so soon? She was only in your apartment yesterday.
Ah,
Was she?
really?
Such a charming young girl.
Isn't she? And in my apartment, you say?
She let herself in, of course. She's got a key.
Suddenly, everything made sense. My apartment had been bugged. That was how Plantard knew all about my article. How did I know? Because the only cousin I have is a sweet little guy called Jean-Marc, who runs a patisserie in Le Touquet. These people were determined, which meant they were also very dangerous.
Wait. Oh, so, okay, so this girl was not my cousin. It was someone random.
I suppose she'd forgotten which apartment was mine.
Oh, Miss Collard, you're a mind reader. That's just what she said.
Oh, I bet it was. Well, I'd better be going. See what my sweet cousin's been getting up to.
Au revoir, mademoiselle.
How cool was that sound? It came from my left ear to my right ear. Weren't we supposed to wait for him? Rougerie, Café de la Café. I don't know why I say Chafe. Chandelvetre, Carchon. Do I need to go there? Oh, that means I can actually go and see what's in that slot. Chandelle. Nice. Are you French?
Bonjour, monsieur.
Bonjour, mademoiselle.
Can I ask what you're doing?
I am guarding the scene of a terrible and heinous crime.
Yeah, this statue. Tell me about it.
Au contraire, mademoiselle. This statue is a pure and visionary statement, a comment upon man's self-imposed isolation within a debased societal framework.
Not a
That
crime,
works
then.
as a
The
ladder.
only crime you will find here is the murder of the great Monsieur Carchon.
No. How dramatic.
I know.
Really?
Here in this very
Would you?
building, no less. It is top secret, but according to Carchon's wife, the killer was dressed as a mime. Police
Thanks.
believe
I
there was
didn't
an
know that.
accomplice, a young female journalist. Even as we speak, she is being
back?
hotly pursued up and down the land. No stone is being left unturned.
Good place to look for a journalist, officer.
We police are no fools.
Evidently.
He looks like a tiki, this police. Look at him.
You must be quite an aficionado of modern art.
Aficionado.
Au contraire, I
Au
adore it.
contraire?
In fact, I dabble myself.
Oh, really? I used to dabble myself, but I managed to quit in the end.
Je m'appelle Hélène. Is he okay?
Why would a mime kill Monsieur Carchon?
He was a hired killer.
He hasn't
I
slept.
expect. Everybody knows mimes don't leave prints.
What should I show him? I'll just.
How was Monsieur Carchon killed?
He was shot in cold blood with a gun.
Why was he dressed as a mime?
I have my own theory. Either he
Where's
was
the
mad,
his cosplay?
or he was a real
Recall.
mime, trying to
Re-
throw us all off the
recall?
scent by
Return?
cunningly not wearing a disguise.
How long have you been in the police force?
All my life, mademoiselle.
It shows.
Thank you.
He asked, "Where is the Pez cosplay?" Good talk. He's playing Overwatch. Is it Ricard or Richard? Why is that too?
Please do not finger the wires. They are high-tension titanium-coated wires,
Please do
especially
not
imported from Birmingham.
Finger
in
the
England.
wires.
This guy
Richard.
was either into art or wire, or both.
If they were to become freed, this superb piece of kinetic engineering would topple and fall. At the same time, the force of the recoil would take your eye out.
But someone used it to climb upstairs. Very nice. Hi, Karjan. What you doing, Nizzy? I have a friend who is French Canadian. A 215-year-old French map from. Oh my god, why do you have that? I know. But why is. So. It. I'm gonna climb it.
I would be obliged if you did not touch the art, mademoiselle.
I know it's cool. How did you get it? Can I like ask him to go away? Do I need him to go away?
Monsieur?
Mademoiselle?
Huh. How much did that cost you?
Why would a mime kill Monsieur Carchon?
He was a hired killer, I expect. Everybody knows mimes don't leave prints.
How was Monsieur Carchon killed?
He was shot in cold blood with a gun.
Why was he dressed as a mime?
I have my own theory. Either he was mad,
Oh,
Yeah.
or he was a real mime, trying to throw us all off the scent by cunningly not wearing a disguise.
how long have you been in the police force?
All my life, mademoiselle.
It shows.
Thank you.
Thank you. I like how he said thank you. It shows. Thank you.
What do you think of this boat ticket?
Mademoiselle, if you think taking me on a boat trip down the Seine is going to get me into bed with you, then you are mistaken.
Nerd
I have been
face.
trained to resist women offering boat tickets, and men too. We are up to date on gender issues, you know.
Oh god. He is so full of himself.
You must be quite an aficionado of modern art.
Au contraire, I adore it.
Oh, really? I used to dabble myself, but I managed to quit in the end.
So, I saw that one. I didn't look at it.
Just your average modern art. Just your average.
Please do not.
Okay, how do I get rid of him?
The smashed window hadn't been repaired yet. There was just a sheet of flimsy plastic over it.
But I can't go in there.
A bored-looking
She used to
gendarme
dabble
sat
herself.
staring at the sculpture.
Shh, it's okay. What can I show him? Oh. That's so cool. What am I supposed to do to get rid of him? Let's see.
It was a boat ticket stamped battered. It was one of my hair clips.
KK,
My
night,
favorite, in
night,
fact.
Jather. Sorry I started so late.
A safe key. I had decrypted the note. It read, Pierre, this
Oh,
is take great.
never
I
mind.
wasn't the only. I'd been right. It was the beautiful. Rolling out the painted cylinder had given me a print of a secret message. The shell case had been flat.
I cannot do anything. Be- Hmm. How do I? Do you have any idea how to get rid of this guy? Am I missing something? Oh.
I told you.
It was held in place by wires. Maybe it wasn't that after all. Maybe it was a cell phone transmitter.
No, night, Jather.
The door was locked. Hello, could I ask you some questions?
That depends. Are you a cop?
No, I'm a journalist.
Bit late, aren't you? They already took away the body.
I'm doing a follow-up on this story. Have the police finished with the crime scene?
What does it look like? I got orders to board up the windows, and that's what I'm doing.
You're doing a fine job.
Damn right.
The heroes will pick up the pieces when disaster strikes.
Exactly.
Well, give me your best smile and maybe I'll put your picture in the article.
Oh,
Oh.
right. Just give me a minute to do my hair.
The police had removed the body, but nothing else looked disturbed.
Can you run? Mademoiselle?
Some journalists drink on the job, not me.
I put a picture in the map. Nice. Thank you. Sneaky, sneaky. I don't... Wait,
A
what?
panel had been blown away, revealing a gap. From this angle, I could see that something had been lodged in the gap behind the pipes.
Take it.
Behind the table were some damaged pipes.
Take it.
Voila! The police and forensic teams had missed a vital piece of evidence. Some kind of pouch. On the pouch was the cross symbol of Carchon's organization. I was on the right track.
Hmm. Okay, goodbye.
Hey, what about my photos?
Oh, of course. How could I forget?
Well, I'm waiting. Get your camera out.
Camera. Oh, I forgot. It broke.
Alors. They should never send a woman to do a man's job.
Well, this woman had fooled him easily enough. And found the evidence the police had missed.
Dun dun dun. Oh, that's not the way out. This way. No, wait, that's not the way out either. Hang on.
On the pouch was the cross symbol of Conchon's organization. Inside the pouch were two items. A strange metallic artifact and a letter in some kind of code.
Let's do it. What's this?
The artifact had a sword laid across scales. There was a picture of Lady Justice on the locked panel in the room below the conciergerie.
It's for that slot.
Another coded message using the so.
Ja. Garçon. No, it's not. I love this one. No, don't tell me it. Plantard. Okay, I get it now. You're giving it away! No! I knew that was double L because of this. Oops, wrong one. Oops, oops, oops. That one too. E. R. I got the wrong one. Da da. Hey, Tusty. What have I been doing? Managing a Overwatch team. Murderer. Murderer. Oh. Oops. Murderer. My brains are going really slow right now. E. Okay. Est. Must have followed. Yamada will come for us now. Oh, honey. Ah, Shadow, thank you. Hello. That shocked me for a bit. How are you, Shadow? We must be vigilant. I love this puzzle. It's actually so good at the beginning.
Plantard. Pierre killed. Murderer must have followed trail from Arno and Yamada. He will come for us now. We must be vigilant. Thierry's girl broke into Pierre's safe. She worries me. Imelda. So much for Imelda's innocence. Plantard was working for her and for Canchon. But why did Plantard want to meet? Was it a trap? Or maybe he was in too deep and needed me to tell the story, whatever the story was. One thing was clear. It was a story worth killing for.
How do I get out of here now?
The strange metal artifact had pointed back to the quayside.
What? As if, like he. Never mind. I have the key to that thing. Remember that's. I had to do this all over again. I'm sleepy already. Yeah. Let's go for the bare necessity, a simple bare necessity. It's not too bad. It's 10:45. 10:45.
Plantard's key fitted the lock, so he must have used this place too.
Nani.
A photograph had been torn up.
Another puzzle. Yes.
If I could just arrange the pieces.
Yes, I sure can.
Oh my god.
It
It can't be.
It's my daddy. Dun dun. Oh wait, where does this one go? Oh, there's another piece here. Why does it not fit? No! It doesn't even. Oh my god, Elaine.
There was no doubt about it. It was a picture of my father.
My father?
Papa. Oh God.
Papa.
After what I'd gone through, I thought I could face anything, but not this. My father, the one person in the whole world who I truly admired, standing with Cachon while those murderers carried on with their evil work. My father, grinning at the camera. I couldn't believe it. I realized that I desperately needed to get to the bottom of this story, and that I really needed George.
Oh, is that all I needed to do? Photo. What about that big red thing that was there? My father.
I pushed against the door, but it seemed to be locked. Oh, hi.
Bonjour, monsieur. Would you like me to foretell your future?
No thanks.
I'm very good. It only takes a minute.
Thanks all the same, but I'm not superstitious. Besides, if it only takes a minute,
Who's that
that's
guy?
not much of a future to look forward to.
Stop. No.
See you later.
Don't go away. That is so odd.
Oh, hi.
Steal all the
Hello,
things.
my handsome friend.
How can you show something that's so red, so prominent, and then...
Do you know a young woman called Nicole Collard?
Yes, I do. She lives upstairs from me in the apartment block across the street.
I tried the door, but it's locked.
You know, I've told the landlord about that 1,000,000 times. It is a damp. The old building is like a sponge. It sucks up the moisture from God knows where.
You mean the door is stuck because it's swollen?
That is correct. There is an art to opening it. Don't shove too hard. Just give it a gentle nudge above the lock.
Thanks for the advice.
Hi, Hudson. What's this?
Are the flowers for sale?
No way.
Okay.
Oh my
I'll
god,
take a
he's
bunch of
buying
those
flowers
white ones.
for her, no?
I wouldn't do that if I was you.
No?
They are lilies, monsieur. Some people
dead.
associate them with death.
Yikes.
Thanks.
Thanks for telling me. What other flowers do you have?
Dahlias?
What do they signify?
Insecurity?
I don't want to give her the wrong idea about me. What about the tall yellow ones?
Those are iris, the flame of passion.
And the little yellow ones?
Sensuality.
Well, they're no use to me. I want to make an impression, not jump down her throat.
Okay,
See you
bye.
later.
That's right.
Remembering the flower seller's advice, I pushed the door gently just above the lock.
Kick. Oh, he's
Hi.
like... Oh,
Bonjour.
what?
I'm glad you could make it, monsieur.
Please, call me George.
Fine. I'm Nicole. Take a seat, George.
George. Oh, the
bien?
flowers, problem
And
solving.
what have you been up to?
I've been exploring the sewers underneath the cafe.
I thought I could smell something bad.
The clown used the sewer to escape and to change out of his costume. I guess he was in a hurry. He left his jacket behind.
And?
I got his tailor's phone number.
You had better luck than I did.
Luck, she said. Luck. Hard work, I'd call it. What happened?
My editor told me to drop this story. Can you believe it?
But you're not going to do that.
Oh no. I'm going to find
no.
out what's behind these killings. It just doesn't add up. It almost feels like some sort of conspiracy. The
It
police
is.
in 3 different countries have kept very quiet about the murders. The press don't connect them at all. They blame them on political, religious, or militant minority extremists.
Well, that covers just about everyone. I found a piece of material near the cafe.
No, it wasn't. It was in the sewer.
When I showed it to the concierge, he recognized it right away.
It's very distinctive, all right. Just wait until you see this. I developed the film I shot at the cafe. Here,
Oh,
George.
Ross.
It's an enlargement I
Hello,
made.
guys. Hello, hello.
Look what that guy's wearing.
Checkered pants.
We found
The
it.
same material as I
He's
found
got
in
the
the
face
sewer.
scar.
That's right.
Ross, look.
This guy shouldn't be
Hi,
difficult to
Stefan.
find.
Oh, no?
Take a close look at his right cheek.
A scar in the shape of a horseshoe.
Or a crescent moon.
Yeah.
I found this false nose in the sewer.
Did we actually find that on the floor?
Hey, what's this inside it?
The contents of someone's nose?
Don't be cross, George. It says La Risée du Monde. Masks and costumes. It's a costume shop near
don't know if
Gare
you heard that.
Saint-Lazare.
I'll check it out. Maybe the owner remembers who hired the clown costume.
That is so funny.
How come you enlarged this photograph of me?
Because
wasn't-
I noticed the guy behind you, of course.
Not you. The guy behind you.
Tell me more about the clown's previous victims.
The first was Arnaud Bellotta, the millionaire pharmaceutical baron. He made his money from amphetamines in the post-war slimming and diet boom. Imagine it, millions of housewives literally speeding their butts off. The only witness in the case was his Filipino au pair. She swears he was lured to his death by a snowman.
What about the clown's second victim?
Yamada, the controversial Japanese politician.
Oh, so
He
that's
inherited
Arno.
his fortune from his father's electrochemical consortium.
How did he die?
At the hands, or should I say flippers, of a giant emperor penguin.
A snowman, a penguin, and now a clown.
I had been about to add mine to the list, but stopped myself. I really didn't want to have to explain to George about my father's involvement with Cauchon.
You know, I hate to admit it, but this is scary. And I'll tell you this, I will not be accepting any invitations to costume parties.
I don't blame you for being scared. I am too. But this story could be my only chance for a big break.
Or an early death.
Alright. Makeup thing. How was your stream,
I found this
Roz?
tissue down the sewer.
That's disgusting, George.
No. I think the stuff on it is grease paint. Like actors use, or clowns.
They use grease
It's still disgusting. Get rid of it.
No. Explored Half-Life. Nice. Do I want to talk to
Tell me
her?
more about yourself.
There's nothing much to tell.
Well, how'd you get into photography?
I guess I owe that to my father. He bought me my first camera. I was 8, and my parents had just split up.
Convinced him. Okay.
Did you live with your father?
Yes. My mother went off with her new boyfriend. I didn't mind. Papa was all I needed. 4 years later, he died in a plane crash.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all right. I don't mind talking about him. He was more like an older brother, really. Always joking and laughing.
Sad.
Papa always wanted me to study art. That's why I went to college.
Did you learn about photography at college?
God, no. I couldn't afford the materials. We were billed for everything we used. Paint, canvas, paper. Most of my year turned to minimalism. It was cheaper. I used to go poaching in the park for squirrel hair. The only time I wasn't hungry was the term I did printing. I used to eat the potatoes.
You're making fun of me, aren't you?
Oh, no.
Potatoes. Okay.
I have to go.
Okay. I'll see you later.
Imagine if you brought flowers. Where do I go now? Ah, Rue de la something. Rue du Monde. I'm a bit cold now.
Excuse me.
Bonjour, monsieur. Please, come in. Welcome. Leave the mundane world behind, for in these four walls, fantasy is king.
I don't want a costume.
Didn't you ever dress up when you were a child?
Not that I remember.
Incredible! You'll be telling me next that you never shared your elder sister's lingerie.
I don't have a sister, and I think I'd look pretty silly
Sister's
in a brassiere. I just
lingerie?
need some information.
What?
Of course. How can I help you?
Do you want this red nose back?
Not after it's been worn, thank you.
What? You sell them? I thought you rent them. How was it then?
I'm looking for a man who hired a clown costume from you.
Oui, monsieur. I do not see how I can help.
Don't you keep a record of costumes that you've rented out?
Of course, monsieur, but...
Well, then, I'd like to check your records. Give me the names of everyone who's rented a clown suit.
Impossible. There are too many.
Have you heard of a man named Plantile?
I do not recall anyone of that name.
You lie. What about this guy?
Do you recognize this man?
Oui, monsieur. I sold him some grease paint.
Mm-hmm. That's the guy.
Do you want this red nose back?
Not after it's
Wait,
been
but-
worn, thank you.
Does this dirty tissue mean anything to you?
Let
Ew.
me smell that.
Ew. Ew.
Bestheimer's number 7 white pancake.
Theatrical grease paint, right?
Oui, monsieur.
La crème de la crème
of
de
Thespian
Thespian
accoutrement.
Have you sold any of it recently?
Yes, 2 cans.
To this guy.
Do you recognize this man?
Ah oui, he was here this morning. That is the man to whom I sold the grease paint. I remember the scar on his face. He chose 2
He
costumes.
sold 2 cans.
Bozo the clown and Seamus
So
the pixie.
A pixie?
Very smart.
Teach
Green
me some,
silk with
Julia.
a
Richard?
taffeta lining. He gave me his name as Monsieur Khan.
Khan. It's for Roz.
Thanks for your help, buddy.
Hey.
My pleasure,
Merci.
monsieur. Allow me
Merci.
to shake you by the hand.
Huh? Well, okay. What are you trying to do, kill me?
You did not
Merci
find it
beaucoup.
amusing?
I never saw the funny side of electroshock therapy.
Eh bien, it is yours to keep. A gift?
Do I need a license?
No, but I give you a word of warning, monsieur.
What?
Remember to switch it off before you visit the toilet.
Thanks. So, where do we go now? Cafe, Rougerie, police. What do we? Shocking. Oh. Oh. So cold.
It was just some police paperwork, a search warrant. Excuse me, Sergeant.
What do you want now?
Do you know a man named Khan? He's a shifty-looking guy with a scar on his right cheek.
Why is it
No,
sounding
monsieur.
echo?
Has this man any connection with the bombing of the
Yes.
cafe?
Yes. I believe Khan was the name he used when
For
he hired
Ras,
the clown
Khan.
costume.
The streamer.
Is Rosso here?
Yes, he is. You wish to speak to him?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
One moment, monsieur.
Uno momento.
It's Stobart, monsieur. He insists on talking to you again.
Did he say what it was about?
No, monsieur.
Very well.
Teach me something else. I was in Paris. Paris.
Hi, Inspector.
Last
Remember
year.
me?
But
Yeah,
of course,
before.
Doctor. My mind is a well-ordered faculty. A mental classification system that's the
Night-night,
envy of the
Stephen.
Bibliothèque Nationale. No tricks, mark you, monsieur. Just exercise. Just as our muscles waste through inactivity, so our minds decay. But there is no need. If only people would learn to exercise their wits daily.
If he was trying to impress me, it worked. He was pompous and patronizing, but he had style.
No,
Eh bien,
lost me.
if you called about the bombing, you're too late. Investigations have been closed.
But
What?
Have been taken off the case.
what about the murderer, the dead guy?
It is out of my hands.
Wow.
Don't you want to know what I found out about the killer?
I told you, monsieur, the case is closed. I have washed my hands of the whole affair.
Then I'll have to continue my investigations without your help.
No, you must forget the business of the clown completely. Go back to being an ordinary tourist, Stobart.
Stobart.
Did you find out the ID of the guy who was killed in the explosion?
I already knew who he was.
Who?
I heard that the bomb victim's name was Plantar.
Your sources are reliable.
He was a big shot at the Treasury, wasn't he? Maybe that's why you've been taken off the case.
I'm sorry, monsieur. I cannot comment.
I know, right? But then they really can't do anything. I feel like he's a part of it, or just like if he continues, his, you know,
So long, Inspector.
occupation will be taken away from him.
Would you like to shake my hand, Sergeant?
Not while I'm on duty, monsieur. The gesture could be misconstrued.
Misconstrued.
See you later, Sergeant.
Catch you later. Nah, I can show it to the working dude if he's still there. Of course he's in. Bim, bim. Rougerie.
Hi.
Oh.
The guy at the novelty shop gave me this.
What is it?
A hand buzzer. You put it in your hand and give people electric shocks.
Why?
It's a gag. A practical joke.
If you ever use it on me, I'll break your arm.
Okay. I get the picture.
Bim, bim.
I have
I'm
to
not
go.
supposed to be
Okay.
here. He's going crazy with that keyboard. Where am I supposed to go then? Oh, yes. This guy.
Hi there. Remember me?
Mais oui, Inspector. Have you found him?
Who?
The man in the sewer, of course.
I'm, sifting through the evidence.
Rather you than me, monsieur. So, when you are not exploring sewers, what do you do?
I take a lot of showers.
Oh, very good, monsieur. A policeman with a sense of humor.
Wait.
Hi there.
Huh?
Who?
So
I take...
What?
Hi there.
Huh?
Who?
Wait, what?
So,
I take a lot...
Oh.
Maybe I'm supposed to go back to the police and show him the photo. It's the only place I can go. Nico Elaine's apartment.
Excuse me, Sergeant.
What do you want now?
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, monsieur.
It's the guy who bombed the cafe. The clown.
This man looks nothing like a clown.
He's taken off his grease paint and costume.
Then there is nothing to link this man with the killing.
Oh my god.
Nothing? Look at those murderous eyes.
Hardly likely to get him convicted.
I found this...
What were you doing?
Fishing for clues. That's where the clown went.
You still insist you saw a clown, monsieur?
Of course.
Everyone
And this
did.
novelty nose proves it.
It will take more than a plastic proboscis to convince Inspector Rousseau.
You don't want this as evidence, then?
Certainly not, monsieur.
Is Ross...
Yes?
Yes, I do.
One moment.
I wonder if I can show him it.
It's stone.
Hi, Inspector.
Wait, what? That's all?
So long, Inspector.
I can't do anything.
Do you recognize this dirty tissue?
No, monsieur, I do not.
I found it in the sewer.
Perhaps it would be better if you put it back there.
No way. This could be an important clue.
If you say so, monsieur.
Did I show you that?
Yes, monsieur.
See you later, Sergeant.
So... what else can I do? Where else can I go? Oh my god, this is like the second time. How can I be so dumb? Like, that's happened twice now. So dumb.
I took a deep breath and prepared to climb the drain pipe.
Oh.
I guess the clown had an escape over the rooftops.
What's the point of going down again? I know, exactly. It's so stupid. I need something like McFlurry Oreo.
I lifted the cover to reveal what smelt like the entrance to a sewer.
Thanks, let's go down. That's the only place that we haven't... Oh, that was my stepping. Did I miss anything?
Hi there, remember me?
Huh?
Who?
I'm... So, I take... Oh.
Hi there.
What?
So, I take... Oh.
Did I not put it to him properly?
Hi there. Who?
The man... I'm... So, I take... Oh.
What?
Hi there. Who?
The man... So,
I take a lot of...
I feel like I've been stuck the same place, like this.
Maybe. Hi there.
Huh?
Who?
The money.
So I take.
I've been stuck here the same. Yellow clown car. I can't interact with it. So, I'm missing something for sure. Like a conversation. Maybe try calling. Yeah, I think so. Calling this guy. It does.
Hello? Who is this?
Very
Mr.
Parisian.
Todrick?
Oh, it's you again. What now?
Ha, that's why.
The man I'm looking for is called Khan. He bought a suit from you, remember?
Mr. Khan. Yes, I remember him. Yes, I delivered the suit to his hotel. The Hotel Ubu. I don't remember the room number. It was upstairs. The second room on the right-hand side of the corridor.
Thanks, Todrick. That's all I wanted to know. Now I've got you, Mr. Clown.
Which hotel? This one? This actual one? I know, right?
Hi there, remember me?
Ah, mais oui, Inspector.
Who?
So I. Oh.
Okay, maybe it's in the map. How do I get to the map? Ta-da! Ubu. Oh. The second room on the right.
If the tailor's description was correct, this was the killer's room. The sign on the door read 22.
What days?
The door was
Hi,
locked.
Guybrush. Demon, can I have a cup or two?
The door.
Okay, we need the key. There's the key hanging right.
I want some information.
Who are you? The police?
I'm conducting a private investigation.
Ah, I know only too well what you mean.
Thank
That
you.
is one of the drawbacks of the catering business. When people book into an hotel, they leave their morals at home, no?
I know that, Nerdface. Stop giving it away.
Do you have a guest by the name of Khan?
No, monsieur. Perhaps you would care to check the register.
Okay.
There was no one registered. If the killer was staying here, he'd used a different suit. It was
Have a
the red.
look. Oh.
What now, monsieur?
Treasure chests and secret doors.
The man who calls himself Khan has a scar on his right cheek.
Vraiment? I tell you, I do not know a man named Khan.
Maybe not, but I noticed a change in his expression when I mentioned the scar. Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
Yes, monsieur. That man is one of our guests.
What name?
I cannot tell you that.
This is so bad. He's not gonna help me. Here.
Hey, shake my hand.
Hey,
I'd
shake my hand.
rather not, monsieur. I'm still sore from the shock administered by one of the guests. He was secretly concealing an electrical device in the palm of his hand. Practical jokes are so puerile, don't you think?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay. Oh, what?
There was no one. If the...
Excusez-moi, monsieur.
What?
You were trying to steal that key, no?
No way.
No. Who wants a bribe? That guy? No.
Hi there, ma'am.
Well, hello.
Well, hello.
What can I do for you?
I like
I'm
her
looking
voice
for a
acting.
man.
You disappoint me, my dear. For one foolish moment I thought... But never mind.
I'm looking for a
Aren't
man.
you going to tell me your name?
George. George Stobart, ma'am.
How sweet! I once had a stable boy called George. I am Lady Piermont. The common reaction is to kneel and stutter, but it's not obligatory.
A real lady? I mean, you're an honest-to-God aristocrat?
A real
Oh, I
lady?
don't know about that. Few of my ancestors are honest, not even to God. I can trace my family back to the Normans, but don't let that intimidate you, George. Beneath that impressive pedigree, I'm just flesh and blood. The blood may be blue, but the flesh is the plump beef of old England, so to speak. You appear distracted, George. Is there any way I can help you?
Let me stop playing with that paperback, please.
I'm looking for a murderer.
Good heavens! You're a private detective.
That's correct, ma'am.
What's the term you Americans use? It's on the tip of my tongue.
I believe what you're thinking of is Dick.
Precisely.
Dick? Let me stop.
Are you here in Paris on vacation?
No, darling, I'm on holiday. I needed to get away after Algy's funeral.
I didn't realize you were mourning the loss of a loved one.
I'm not. He was my husband.
Lumi plays with paperback.
Have you come across a man who calls himself Khan?
I am familiar with only one person named Khan.
Genghis Khan, the legendary Mongol barbarian chieftain?
No, darling. Kevin.
Kevin Khan? I never heard of him.
I'd be most surprised if you had, darling. He's a pharmacist in Hemel Hempstead. Organises fundraising for the Rotarians. Lovely man.
Does he have a scar on his cheek?
You think so?
I really
for
wouldn't
that?
know, sweetie.
Okay. Defeated? No, it isn't. Hang on, just give me 1 second. Why is it forfeited? I wasn't aware. Bum-ba-dum. Checking. 1, 2, 3. Just give me 1 second. Plus.
Man, that little thing that I just did was insane.
That's a Saturday game, yeah? Or Sunday. I think it's Sunday. Is that let me know, please. Sunday, that's right. Okay. Thank you for coming here, Baz. Dun, dun. Because they probably messaged Domino. I'm waiting for a reply right now. Not that I know of. So the person that they used to talk to is Domino, but nope. Okay, I will check with the manager. Oh, yeah, she doesn't as well. Let me know, please stop. Manager of that team. I actually don't have that name. Did someone tell you that? Because I don't actually know the... I will check. Dum-ba-dum. Oh, okay. No, didn't hear anything of it. Rise upper team. Let me see. I'll message. Do you want me to message? If you have nothing. Okay. I'll double check anyway after stream. I think this lady has something to hide. Are you sure? I kind of want her to help me with the key, so I think I need to check with the guy if I can get the key.
What now?
I can has key, please.
About the key hanging on the hook over there.
Oui, monsieur.
Which room is it for?
Number 21.
Is that room taken?
No. The guests checked out this morning.
I can has key, please.
I'd like to check into room 21.
That is not possible.
How come? You said it was vacant.
It is reserved for another guest.
What?
Rats.
No, monsieur. Dutch.
No, monsieur. Dutch.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, George. What can I do for you now?
Would you distract the clerk while I borrow a key?
Clerk?
Are you asking me to aid you in a criminal act, darling?
Oh, no. It's the key to an empty